EVO has always been kind of the flagship event for fighting games.
Every year, it's always the same. I just really want to play people and send them home. Show them that, like, your training wasn't enough.
I am an EVO competitor. One day I'm gonna make it out of the pools and just not go 0-2. Who knows, it might be this Friday.
I'm hoping to pull off a couple of silly things. I hope someone doesn't destroy me.
My goal is always just to do better than I have previously and to play matches that I have no regrets about.
Best case scenario is I win the whole thing and everyone claps for me. Fighting games were like really huge in SoCal. I mean, they were huge at the time everywhere, you know, early 90s, but SoCal especially.
And there was just like this limitless pool of challengers to play. And we started going around Southern California and we were playing people at different arcades.
I heard about this arcade called Southern Hills Golfline in Westminster. Southern Hills Golfline is really when I started getting into the competitive scene. I've been going to EVO since before it was called EVO. It used to be called the B Series back then. I went into that tournament with a big old head, you know, people aren't gonna see me, and I didn't even qualify out of my pools. I came back next year when it was actually EVO. I ended up getting to the finals in that tournament for Marvel 2. I got 5th place.
Been going to EVO for over 20 years. Before it was even EVO, I got top 3 and top 4 before.
I was kind of one of the early writers for fighting game content around then. Clockwork and Combofiend were always the guys that we saw show up in bracket results. They're some of SoCal's finest.
I'll still show up to a tournament, see how I fare, and that'll give me really good insight.
So Marvel vs. Capcom 2, like that's my game. And it's been 15 years now since they've had Marvel 2 as like a main stage game. So, you know, I had to come and represent.
I got my sword and shield with me. We got pools in about 2 hours. Want to hang out with some friends, gonna show you around, and let's do it.
What's good, dude? What's good? Coming in here and talking to people and catching up with old friends, it's great. You know, I've seen so many people that I haven't seen in like maybe over 10 years, just to kind of see how they've been, how they're doing, how have their skills deteriorated or improved since the last time I saw them.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you, man. Yeah, it's cool to see, you know, like all the old people coming back to come play. It was more than 20 years, or 25 years ago. It gives me the heebie-jeebies to say out loud.
This is the arcade. You got pretty much every game you can think of. This is where it all started. Stepping up to a machine, testing your metal.
When I started work at Riot, I was like, EVO is a place that I need to be. EVO to me represents a culmination of all those hours in the arcade.
The competitors. So this is where it gets sweaty. Dreams are made, dreams are broken.
EVO, just like any other competition, it's kind of the any given Sunday deal. Whoever shows up and was the best on that day is the one who gets the championship. I guess I would call it a prayer at this point. It's very simple. All we say is love your life, be good to one another, and play in Guilty Gear.
Tournament set is really short. It's only it's best the first to 2 wins. So there's not a lot of time to figure out what your opponent's all about.
Bring it in. Let's go.
I was in the sandwich.
Yeah.
I was in the sandwich. Mission accomplished. We did not go 0-2. You know, a lot more chance to practice, and we'll show up even better next year.
I like to say that you don't really know if you like a game until you lose. And once you lose, you have to ask yourself if you still like the game or if you just like winning.
Fighting game is an interesting genre of games where you have access to all of your tools on the first try. I was close, but it's okay. That's how fighting game goes.
When you would step into the EVO hall, before coming in there, you were friends, right? And the second that you walked through those doors, you became competitors. To this day, I still kind of maintain that mentality.
Hell yeah, let's go, baby, let's go. I just take it one match at a time. I don't know who's next. I don't know what they got going on, but at the same time, that's what keeps it fresh and exciting, and I just gotta bring my A game.
What I always liked about the Marvel vs. Capcom games is that they allowed you to do crazy combos. However, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is a very unforgiving game. You need to have what we call like godlike execution. If you don't have that, then a lot of things can go wrong.
Of
course, the thing that stands in the way is myself getting nerves and dropping like my execution. Sure, a lot of it is like the competition and playing into other people and overcoming that. But part of it is, yourself, making sure that you're playing your best, you have the right mentality going in.
It means I'm playing tomorrow. It means I've crushed all the enemies in the pool. I was the shark and drowned all the guppies. That's what it means.
We're dead smack in the middle of Guilty Gear Xrd Top 8.
I'm very cheeky throw with the 2HYRC.
I'm happy I made top 8. It's been a great run. When you pay for the Evo badge, what you're paying for is the daydream of getting to play on stage. I got that today.
My family, they came overnight to come see me play. They're coming because this might be the last time I play this game competitively on main stage.
He's the youngest of 3 brothers, and his brothers can't beat him. We're pretty stoked about him and very proud of him.
The world champion that I thought I was going to play against, he lost. I'm going to play against the guy that beat him. Sometimes I feel great, if my adrenaline's pumping. Sometimes I feel clammy. So it'll just depend if I can sort of get into the game.
Fighting games, there's no judges of how you played or whatever. It's just straight win or lose.
Getting worn down! Oh!
Wow. Top 8.
I think the times that meant the most to me are winning in matches that were really overcoming a tough opponent that maybe has beaten me before. In those cases, this is what I'm capable of.
Dropped it, man. Dropped it. Ah.
Who likes losing? I know that it can happen, it will happen. Trying my hardest to prevent that from happening.
So this is a losers round battle. The winner qualifies for top 8 finals. If you don't make it, you're 9th. If you make it, you get into the prestigious top 8 realm.
Oh my God. That's gonna hit too. Happy birthday with the EM Disruptor. He said it doesn't even matter.
The
Combofiend.
The crowd erupts.
Top 8, baby.
Just played against somebody that I've known for a very long time, and I was able to edge him out. It was a close game, but now I qualified for top 8. I made it. So me and Clock are in top 8, baby. Classics.
We'll be at work and Sean, the game director,
For 2X? Yeah.
dude, he'll always be trying to instigate, who's witty between me and this guy. And it's well, you get to see it in front of everybody now.
Yeah, right?
At this stage, Combofiend versus Clock.
The co-workers.
Co-workers.
Who's gonna pay for dinner tonight? I should put a bet on.
Can he get the infinite guard break right here? Jump fierce? Oh, he took the hit!
Damn, Clock, you know what? No, hey, but I respect that because you got no choice. Intelligence
It's gonna hit.
bombs.
Sentinel? Snitch?
Yeah, the snitch definitely called the man was licking his bottom lip, bro. He's salivating right now. He wants to kill this guy.
Dr. Doom.
He's gonna break. He's got the.
Oh, not even. Just take the hit. Combofiend eliminates Clockwork.
Woo, that was fire, man. Yo, give a round of applause for Clockwork, yo.
Beating really practiced players, strong players, that always feels good because, it's you overcame that challenge.
Combofiend make a top 8 shirt. You know what's my highlight? He got no headphones on, God.
He has no headphones.
He want to hear everything. He want to hear the screams of the characters dying. He wants to hear all the people just showing love, supporting. He loves this energy. You think this is a game?
Do it again. Call EM Disruptor. Call Psylocke. One more time. Yep, mash. Still alive though. It's a tough order. Nice tech on the throw. Combofiend runs to the Psylocke. Gets eliminated at 4th place.
Before, I think I used to have anxiety about losing. Now I still do that, but I realize that if I were to lose, it's not the end of the world.
I came with no expectations. I just wanted to play well.
Clock has been really serious about it. He was striving for top 8, so I'm really happy to see him get there. With Evo becoming as big as it has been, in my head I was man, I don't know if I'm good enough to ever get back on that stage, and to actually get on that and, to share it with Clock, it was Fantastic.
No one else would have expected a 500-person Marvel 2 tournament, or 200 plus for CVS 2, 130 for Exert in this age. EVO makes the space, and that gets people to keep playing the old stuff, which feels great.
Getting people to understand how transformative fighting games can be for them, because they were for me. They taught me how to compete, but also how to work hard for something.
It's this weird thing where sometimes I wish like everyone played fighting games, because I'd be curious of like my mom, for example, like, hey, what characters would you play? Like if you were really into this and really good at it, like what strategies would you use?
Everything we do here at Riot and in the game industry, we're standing on the shoulders of giants. We want to build upon the lessons that we've seen before. Be in a community that not only supports you, is rooting for you, even when they're fighting against you. Everybody wants to raise the level of the FGC.
I think the offline aspect of fighting games is quite special, having a face-to-face connection with people that share the same interests, and I think that's awesome.
Traveling around the world and being able to play so many people and see what it did in terms of building a community and that camaraderie, then it kind of had me thinking, well, how could I give that to the next generation? Which then, you know, brought me to Riot. Fighting games have been transformative for me. They've helped me find a friend base. They've helped me see the world. For my younger self, I would tell my younger self, like, the grind is worth it.